Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Alexander Rosales, and today I'll be presenting to you about the difference between synthetic motor oil and conventional motor oil. Let's get started. So basically, you're at an oil and lube shop or oil change shop these days. I don't know if they call it oil and lube shop everywhere. I know here in Florida, in Jacksonville, we call it that. So basically, you're at the shop. They talk to you and they say, do you want synthetic motor oil or conventional motor oil? The first thing you notice on your mind is the price difference. Synthetic oil will always be more expensive than conventional motor oil due to the fact that the man-made parts and additives. So basically we're going to talk about that today. Today's learning objectives, we'll be going over what is synthetic oil and the history of synthetic oil, difference between conventional and synthetic, the benefits of the oil, and other info on synthetic oil or frequently asked questions. So what exactly is synthetic motor oil? There's a lot more than just the what I'll go over. There's a deep study on it, but I'll just go over the brief overview of it. So synthetic oil is basically it's oil made with man-made parts. Basically, i.e. parts that will lubricate the engine better with aligned molecules that will better preserve your piston rings, your piston cylinder heads, as well as make your engine live longer. It'll reduce friction and make sure that you have a better running engine, and you'll have to change it later. You can almost change it almost yearly if you like to. There's some oils out there. So synthetic oil was developed in 1929 during the World War. The Allied forces put a pressure on Germany, causing them to have an oil shortage. During this oil shortage, they had to basically create their own oil due to having them fuel their army. That they have airplanes, cars, and vehicles. You all need oil for that. So as you can see, some benefits of synthetic motor oil over conventional is during cold winter starts, the thickness of conventional motor oil will have issues making your engine start. If you ever notice in the cold, it's always hard to start the engine. For synthetic, the compounds for the thickness of the oil will have it already thinned out so your engine can start better. Some issues with conventional motor oil is hard start on cold days, engine gunk buildup. It's easy if you don't change your oil periodically to the correct amount. You can have engine buildup and clog your cylinder heads, as well as slapping from the built-up friction of the gaps from the change of the oil you haven't done. So the benefits of the oil is improved lubrication, better stability, reduced breakdown, fewer deposits, and longer change intervals. I believe that if you go to AutoZone, there's a yearly synthetic motor oil that you can basically change one time a year, which is great. I don't recommend doing it yearly because you can forget and go longer without changing your oil. As you can see in the diagram right here, you can see normal friction, the molecules are not lined up in mineral or conventional motor oil, causing breakdown in molecules. Here in synthetic oil, you can see everything's lined up. They'll have low friction, basically causing your engine not to scratch up during your cylinder or combustion phase. Okay, so other info on synthetic oil or frequently asked questions. Where can I find an engine oil capacity chart? This is important because you always want to know the exact amount. You never want to overfill your engine. This will cause leaks, cause rubber seals to burst. You can find the charts in your user and owner manual on your vehicle. If not, you can consult with your dealership or wherever you bought the car, or you can just go on the internet and look up. Make sure you know the specifications of your engine, because not all cars have the same engine, and year, make, model have different packages. How many different types of synthetic oil are there? Many. There's high mileage like this. This is synthetic high mileage. You just gotta know how many miles you have. There is yearly oil, like I've talked about. There is worn out engine synthetic motor oil. It's all to better your engine over time and reduce the amount of wear and tear and bring back the health of your engine. Are synthetic oil prices trending higher or lower? They'll always trend higher because you'll get more for your buck. You will get a lot more additives and a lot more benefits out of it. here are some references that I've gone with and to back up my data. If you have any questions for motor oil, synthetic oil, let me know. I will gladly help you and help you choose the correct motor oil. Thank you for listening to my presentation. I will be giving a copy out of this PowerPoint, so if you want to gain more information about it, you're